So now coming with respect to the second colligative property called as elevation in boiling point. So basically guys, boiling point means what? So it's one more definition we can say for our easier explanation of this colligative property is that your liquid boils whenever your outer atmospheric pressure will be equal to that of the pressure which is existing within this system, or the vapor pressure of your liquid. So that means what? When you are heating this liquid, some liquid molecules will turn into your gas molecules. Of course, these gas molecules will be moving in a random motion and they will be colliding to that of your container, giving you the pressure. So that pressure, when it becomes equal to that of your atmospheric pressure, at that moment of time what happens? Your liquid starts to boil. That is a general tendency. Why does your liquid boil? If someone asks you, you should be able to say that when the vapor pressure of the liquid is becoming equal to that of your atmospheric pressure, then only your liquid starts to boil. But what happens when you are adding this solute? Of course, we came to know that whenever we are adding this solute, the vapor pressure of the liquid decreases. By our colligative property with a proper explanation, we saw that lowering of the vapor pressure concept. So this decrease in vapor pressure, what it is happening? So this decrease in the vapor pressure will try to adjust the vapor pressure to that of your atmospheric pressure, because atmospheric pressure is constant. So whatever the decrease in the vapor pressure is there, by the addition of this solute, it will try to compensate it with making it equal to that of your atmospheric pressure. How it will try to make it equal? By supplying some amount of more heat. So when you are applying the more heat, what happens? With respect to the pure solvent, your solution's boiling point will be more. Able to understand? So if you are taking your water, of course 100 degrees Celsius, it is going to boil, not a matter. But when you are adding to this some solute, of course its vapor pressure decreases. When its vapor pressure decreases, of course it will not boil. It will boil only when it will become equal to the atmospheric pressure. So it will try to utilize some more of your heat energy to make it equal to the atmospheric pressure. So that will result in what? Increase in the boiling point. So this is observed when you are adding a solute, and hence the concept we are using here as elevation in the boiling point. So elevation in the boiling point by numerical basis or by a formula, how can you say it? Of course, in the lowering of the vapor pressure we have given it. In elevation of the boiling point, we know that if I consider TB is the boiling point of your solution, and TB naught is the boiling point of your solvent, then elevation in the boiling point will be given as delta TB is equals to TB minus TB naught. Is that clear? So elevation in the boiling point means what? Difference between the boiling point of the solution and the pure solvent. If you can just notice over here, when we have written the relative lowering of the vapor pressure, the lowering of vapor pressure was given as P naught minus P. Why? Because whenever you are taking the difference, you should get a positive quantity. Which will be greater, that is written first, and which is smaller, that is written after your negative sign. Here also, here what is happening? TB is the boiling point of the solution, which is greater when compared to that of your boiling point of the solvent. So this is called as what? Elevation in the boiling point. Coming with respect to the comparison, or we can say the relationship between elevation in the boiling point and the molecular mass of the solute. Before going to that concept, or before going to that derivation, we have to understand ourselves that our elevation in the boiling point is directly proportional to molality. Because here we are not able to apply our Raoult's law, because we are dealing with that of your boiling point. It is not with respect to your pressure. So we need certain quantity in order to our relationship. So what we are doing, when we are calculating, we have observed experimentally that our elevation in the boiling point, that is delta TB, is directly proportional to molality. Please remember, it is molality. Yes. So when I am removing this proportionality sign, I will be adding a proportionality constant called as your Kb into m. This constant is very much important. So this constant is very much important, and this constant is called as abelioscopic constant. Abelioscopic constant. Yes. So this Kb is called as what? Abelioscopic constant. So how we are going to define this abelioscopic constant? Basically, it is the increase in the boiling point observed. Why? Because it's a constant observed in the elevation part, alva. So it is the increase in the boiling point observed or produced when 1 mole of your non-volatile solute, okay, 1 mole of your non-volatile solute is dissolved in 1 kg of pure solvent. So when you are getting it, so it is the increase in the boiling point observed when 1 mole of your non-volatile solute is added to the 1 kg of your pure solvent. Here itself you are getting the hint. 1 kg of pure solvent. Why? Because we have used the word as molality. If you are remembering its definition, it is number of the moles of the solute to the weight of the solvent in kg. Weight of the solvent in kg. So that is the reason we are defining the abelioscopic constant as what? Elevation, alva. So it is only observed when you are adding the solute. So it is the increase in the boiling point observed when 1 mole of a non-volatile solute is dissolved in a 1 kg of your pure solvent. So keeping this one in mind, now let us derive our part. So we have come to know that delta Tb is equals to Kb into small m. But we know what? The small m is equals to the number of the moles of solute, yes, to the mass of the solvent in kg. True? Yes. So that means what? Number of the moles of the solute can be written as how? I can write it as weight of your solute, Wb, by molecular mass of your solute divided by weight of your solvent. What should come over here? Whether I can write Ma? Of course not. Why? Because I am very much particular about my mass. How much it is? It is your kg itself. That is in 1 kg only I am taking. So that will be equals divided by 1000 grams. So Wb by Mb divided by Wa divided by 1000. So now substituting, what you are going to get? Of course, you are going to get as delta Tb is equals to Kb into Wb into 1000 divided by Mb into Wa. But what I require, the molecular mass of your solute. True. So Mb is equals to Kb into Wb into 1000 divided by delta Tb into Wa. So this was the approach of calculating the same molecular mass of the solute using the property of your elevation in the boiling point. You're able to notice the difference. So when we are going with the relative lowering of the vapor pressure, we were dealing with the vapor pressures of our pure solvent and the solution. So when you are going to deal with the elevation in the boiling point, in order to determine your molecular mass of the solute, we are going with respect to that of your temperature with respect to your elevation in the boiling point. So by this way, by using different properties, we can easily calculate the molecular mass of the solute. So in our next video, we are going to see the another property, and there is a hint. They are saying it as depression in the freezing point.